Good morning, Joe.
And a gloomy one,
It is a gloomy one. One of those ones you just want to roll over.
which neither one of us did, obviously.
That's right. That's right.
Thankfully, it was pretty pleasant for a cleaner, greener Quincy back on Saturday.
Yeah, we had a great day
Yeah.
actually. A lot of folks were out. It was great to see people. Back to some kind of normalcy. It was pretty cool. Of course,
Yeah.
the little ones at the various schools is always a blast.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks great. Just right outside our door here at the library, they did a fabulous job with the planting and the mulching. It just looks great.
Yeah, I mean, you think about that as literally thousands of man hours that have contributed that day. What a lift it gives to the city. We got plenty to do with our city personnel anyway, so
Sure.
it gives us a good boost in the spring.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Speaking of, I understand there's some news to report about maybe a Flag Day celebration this year.
Yes, we've made a decision. We're going to move forward with the parade, but we are not going to have the event at the field, the flag raising. And we're going to have fireworks, but we're going to do them in Quincy Bay, so people can spread out and see them from all kinds of vantage points, and of course along Wollaston Beach. So that's the plan. We're going to make sure that the parade's done according to guidelines and stretching people out and doing the best we can. But we're definitely turning the corner. It feels good. The weather's getting better. More and more people are getting vaccinated. But just to be a little extra secure, we figured the field event is where the close proximity is for people for a couple hours up there. So we thought if there would any area that would be the problem would be up at the field. So we felt that just for the purposes of public health concerns, let's just skip the flag racing piece of it and go right to the fireworks in the bay.
Okay. And will it be the regular parade, regular route, and
Regular route, correct? Yep.
and regular amount of participants? And
Well, that we'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
we've definitely gotten the word out to a number of organizations that usually participate with us, and we'll see what happens. Some of them may still not be quite comfortable, but
Right.
there'll definitely be a parade.
Okay, and I'm assuming the mask requirement will be in effect, and social distancing when possible, I guess.
That's right. I mean,
Yeah.
people have heard this beat into them over the past year, so people will be responsible. And because when you're outdoors and you're not six, if you're not less than 6 feet, you don't have to wear the mask. So
Right.
it'll be up to people, but one step at a time.
Okay. Wow. What's the date?
Date is Saturday, June 12th.
June 12th. Okay. Mark that on our calendars.
Absolutely.
Mayor, can we talk a little bit about a resolution the City Council passed last evening asking the Board of Governors at Quincy College to explore joining the state community college system or becoming its standalone own community college, and how you feel about that?
Yeah, resolutions are resolutions. They're a wish for something to be looked at. This isn't the first time this has come up. It's actually an old chestnut. Every so often it does come up. So I am sure that the college will look at it as requested by the council, but I don't think it'll have any effect on the plans going forward. So see what happens.
Okay, you're still promoting your plan for a new home at the Monroe Building?
Yes, and it's not only my plan. The Board of Governors is full support, and a number of public officials, including the Speaker of the House, is supporting it. So yes, I think that even if we were to join the state system, we don't have a home. What's the state system going to say? Hey, good luck. Go down to Massasoit or go to UMass Boston. And so we have no leverage to have a presence in Quincy unless you have a permanent home.
I guess
So even if people went down that road to join the state system, what are we joining with? We don't own anything.
the question is, should the city be in the business, I guess, of running a college?
Well, that's certainly something that a question that could be answered. Who says the state should be in the business of running a college, right? But they are. The public institution says as we are. So, I think that's a new point. It's been a city-sponsored institution for 65 years.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it's a new idea. The college has been around over 6 decades.
Right. All right. We'll wait and see what the outcome of that is.
Sure.
Another resolution last night, the council requesting an update on the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Commission. Any update on that?
When it's ready, they'll get an update.
Okay. Your budget presentation, when is that coming up, Mayor?
That'll be the 17th, Joe.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we had some. We thought we were ahead of the game, but every year something pops up. So you don't want to present anything that is off by a penny. So some of the numbers we had to go back over and over on the finance municipal finance department and preparing the budget. There's a lot of moving parts to it, and figuring out the debt service numbers and the various aspects of things and projections. You want to have it in a good place. So we just weren't quite there for Monday night, so we opted to go. The 17th, which is the next time they meet, regular meeting.
Will there be Will there be a budget including the pension obligations, and then without the pension obligations? How will you handle that?
No, the budget will be presented with the assumption that the pension obligation will be passed. If it's not, then we make the changes in the budget.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
They're both, they're both proposals to the council. Mm-hmm. Until the council acts on it, they're merely proposals. So, and we have till June 30th on the budget.
Right. Mayor, I understand Senator Markey was in the city yesterday.
He was indeed. Yes, we got a call the other day. Asked if we make some time to meet the senator. He wanted to come out and talk a little about the infrastructure bill, and we did that. We walked around the City Hall area, namely around the T station, and talked about some of the needs, challenges we have as a city. And we've talked about it ad nauseum on your show here, Joe, about infrastructure. And I basically, my message to him was, look, make it as flexible as possible, because you're talking about a bill that goes across the country. Every community is different. For some community, they might want to build a new school. Another community, it might be a sewer plant. Another community, it might be pipes. Another community, it might be a firehouse. Whether it's vertical or horizontal construction, leave that up to the local communities, what their needs are. Mm-hmm. My concern is always that the federal government knows what's best for us, always, and they put too many strings attached. Now, the American Recovery Plan, as the program was last year, didn't do that. They gave us flexibility, and cities and towns could do what they thought was the priority to deal with the situation at hand. So I would hope to do the same. I'm a little concerned, quite frankly, Joe, that it's become more of a social engineering project than an infrastructure engineering project. And when I read that only 6% of the money is for roads and bridges, that scares me. Mm-hmm. But until they see the language, I'm not gonna pass judgment on it. We'll see what happens. We'll certainly put the money to good use here in Quincy for a number of infrastructure challenges that we have.
Sure. Speaking of, you might be aware the full council did pass the road improvement projects for $100 million last night.
Yeah.
So
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Roads is a big deal to a city councilor. And as I've said before, my earlier years as tenure as mayor is, we spent a lot of effort on our buildings, school buildings, and other challenges. You can't do it all. And, it was time to shift gears, and no pun intended there, and get to the roads. Mm-hmm. And, I appreciate their support. And the next couple of years, we're going to see a lot of improvements made to our streets and sidewalks.
Could some of the president's money be put toward debt on that project?
I don't believe it can be put to a debt, but there'll be plenty of other projects that we can be doing.
Sure.
People think of the bridge, you think of the Ponce Bridge or Fall River Bridge. Yep. Well, we got a number of little bridges around the city. The culvert over Marymount Parkway, that bridge needs to be replaced. Rhoda Street and Howe's Neck, the end of Spring Street. There's a number of spots where you can call it a culvert, but they're really a bridge. Mm-hmm. There's those. There's plenty of road work, plenty of sewer and water work. We are, as you said, they passed it last night, but that doesn't solve everything. That certainly puts a good dent into things, but we've got hundreds of miles of pipes and roads. So, we'll see it, as it comes down, as it comes out. When it's baked, we'll get a better understanding about, what the rules and regs are on it and how we can spend it.
Right. Appreciate your time, Mayor, as always.
My pleasure, Joe. You make a dark day brighter. Enjoy the day.
Thank you. You too.
We'll see you.
All right. Bye-bye.